Hi guys, welcome back to Dear Life Let's Talk. I was not well for the last 2 weeks. I was down with viral and honestly that virus was not leaving me. So finally I took medicines and I slept the whole day for I don't know how many days and I'm back. I was just driving down back from university and I saw a signboard which said, "You are the choices you make." And that hit me so much in my head. I was like, yeah, that's so true. So that's why today's video I'm going to talk about that. Now I'm not going to be showing myself a lot today because I'm still recovering and I might not look all that well. So yeah, let's go on to the video. See ya. Let me just elaborate what I mentioned some time back. You are the choices you make. Your life is determined by the choices you make. Many of you might say to me, oh come on Somya, that's so obvious. Well, honestly it's not. Many a times we don't realize unless and until we start experiencing the consequences of our own choices that we actually had made that choice. Every choice comes with a consequence, and once you make a choice, you must accept responsibility. You cannot escape the consequences of your choices, whether you like them or not. When I look back, I see that after my junior college, I had two choices, whether to do engineering or whether to do medicine. And then after that, when I finished my bachelor's, I had the choice of whether I want to do a job or whether I want to continue with my master's. If I think of all that time, I think I made the choices which look best to me at that particular time. When people look at me, they definitely say to me that, okay, Somya, if we have to describe you in one line, then we can definitely say one thing. One quote stands out the most for you. You are the choices you make. I'm not really sure why they say that, but I think I must have done something right. Let's take a very simple example. If you want to reach a destination, what do? You go to Google Map and you put in the location and then you try to search what are the possible routes to reach that destination. Google Map offers you 4 options. Now how do you decide which to go? Of course there are a lot of criteria, but many a times it's happened with me that say for example I choose path A and I end up reaching path Z. I don't know, I just get lost. But we end up finding the right way eventually. Life will always give you a shorter path or a longer path. Maybe the shorter path will make you reach faster to your destination. But I would still choose the longer path because A, it is tougher. I love to put myself to challenges. I love to try new things. B, it might have more interesting experiences waiting for me. Maybe some interesting people are waiting to meet me and have a conversation with me. See, it might be challenging, but that is where the fun would be. If life is just a smooth track, it would be so simple and boring, so mundane, and I hate mundane. A lot of you might ask me, how do I make a choice? Now, I'm no big shot expert to tell you, oh, you should do these particular things and you'll make the right choice. But I'll tell you what I follow. Now for example, I have to make a choice between A and B. Then what I do is I write my choice on a blank piece of paper. Say for example, I've chosen option A. Then I try to rate myself as to how passionate I am to make it work. Now I could rate myself from 0 to 10. Say 0 being the least passionate and 10 being the most passionate. Now why I'm testing my passion right now? Because this is just an analysis phase where I'm still doing my due diligence. The next step is that I make a list of advantages and disadvantages. I try to figure out, okay, the number of advantages are more and I think disadvantages are less. So that gives me more clarity and it increases my faith in my own choice. Then I ask myself a very important question. How does making this choice affect different areas of my life? Now, different areas could be your professional life, your personal life, your social life, and fourth could be anything, for different individuals. So if it's affecting one particular area of my life to a very great extent, then I know, okay. And then I ask myself, am I ready to take the responsibility of all the consequences, whether they're going to be good or bad? Many a times I've seen people blaming other people for their own choices. It might happen that somebody told you to do a particular thing or, pursue something. But ultimately you are the person who took action. So the other person was just an external facilitator. But you are the person who is taking action. So you are ultimately responsible for your own actions. So it's so important to accept responsibility for your own choices. So sometimes if I end up having more confusion about making the choice, I ask myself, does it make me a better person? Does it help me grow? It could be personally, professionally, socially. Is it helping me to be a better human being? If the answer in my heart comes yes, then I go for it. I just take the next immediate small step towards achieving that goal, and I walk towards the choice that I made. Sometimes now this small step of yours could backfire and it could make you weak. So that is the time I ask myself this question again. How passionate am I to make it work? And I give myself a rating from 0 to 10. You might ask me, why am I doing this even though I had done it before? Because initially we were just analyzing, but now we have more clarity towards the choice. We are more sure about it and we have taken action towards it. So we should know ourselves more, whether we are definitely walking towards it or not, or it's just in the air that we are talking. It might also happen that the choice is a big one. It's a very big decision. It's gonna change my life. In that case, I like to sleep over that choice for a night. I like to think more about it. I like to eat over it, drink over it, maybe even dance over it for a few days. And even after 1 day or 2 days, if I still have the same determination towards making that choice, then I go for it, because that gives me more surety that, okay, yes, this is what I want to do. Last step, which is I think the crux, the most important step of all the steps that I've mentioned before. It's like the envelope of the entire due diligence exercise that I'm talking about today is, once I make a choice, I don't look back. I never look back. Because if I do, then I'm giving myself that chance to leave a small dent in my life. I'm doubting myself. I'm affecting my self-esteem, my own confidence. That is why I feel this step is so important, that once I make a choice, I don't look back. Life in general always will give you two options, whether to be happy or whether to not be happy. It is for you to decide what you want to choose for yourself. Attitude is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Optimism is a choice. Kindness is a choice. Giving is a choice. Respect is a choice. Whatever choice you make makes you. So choose wisely. Sometimes you might have to choose between a bunch of wrong choices and no right choices. But you just have to choose which wrong choices feels the least wrong. Lastly, I want to leave you with another thought which so relates to our topic. In the end, that was the choice you made, and it doesn't matter how hard it was to make it. It matters that you did. So that's all I would like to share with you in this video. I hope you did get some insights on making choices. And I'm not an expert in making choices. I might have made some bad choices and I might have made some good choices as well. Do some due diligence before we make some choice in life, because life is short, as I always say. It's just this one life that we have and we should make the most of it. I'm so happy to be back and I love you all. Take care and do subscribe to my channel if you're new to this. Come on guys, I think we're a family now. See you!